is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of No Holds Barred Wrestling Podcast, or the podcast where we talk about anything going on in WWE and no holds barred on anything we say. This is our WrestleMania 31 review, and holy shit.
Damn!
Literally, what a fucking pay-per-view. I got my co-host, Corporate Cappy, with me. Unfortunately, Phil, it's past his bedtime again, like always, and he can't be here for...
Even for the WrestleMania review.
Even for the WrestleMania review, No Sell Phil can't be here for the fucking podcast.
That's what he does. He does the WrestleMania predictions, but then he doesn't do the review.
Nope. And we'll get to his predictions later on, but let's just jump right into WrestleMania. We had two pre-show matches, not just one. We had two because they had to go and move the Battle Royal up into the pre-show for some fucking stupid reason, because we predicted that maybe they're making room for something else. I mean, they kind of made room for something that did happen later on in the night, but, like, you know, whatever. We had the horrendous tag team match for the tag team titles between Swiss Beats, the Usos, Los Matadores, and...
The New Day.
Sorry, it's Los Matadores, but I call them Los Matadores because they're fucking terrible.
Botch Mania, basically.
My God, this was the botchiest match I've ever seen since, like, WWE back in 2008, 2009, where there was botches every single week.
Like, they were doing a lot of spots, but they were just all botched everywhere.
Literally, even there's that one that move where he did, like, the suplex into the power bomb, and it was side by side done simultaneously. But, like, Cesaro went a little bit too early, and he botched it. He fell first. You're supposed to let the suplex guy hit the ground first, then you, but Cesaro hit the ground first. Like, this was such poorly done. It was almost like they rushed everything together. And if I could pick, like, something good that happened in this match, I'm trying to think of it, but I don't know. I mean, we had Jey Uso get injured in, like, the first 5 seconds of the match, and it just left Jimmy for the entire match.
Jimmy was just by himself.
It was really weird, and then
the Los Matadores backcracker from the top rope.
Oh yeah, that actually looked pretty sick.
That was not bad.
Yeah, that was not bad. I mean, I guess you can pull something. That's surprisingly, Los Matadores doing something good.
Yeah.
But again, they try to. They're like this heel team. They play up a heel tactic again. I mean, they look face, but they pull up a heel shit by pushing Diego or whoever the fuck it is, whoever you know. He pushed him out of the ring and tried to do the switch.
But the ref caught it.
Somehow. I don't even know how. It wasn't even fucking looking.
But you gotta remember the Natalia getting the sharpshooter on El Torito.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! If there was ever something to be done on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown, it had to have been this. Natalia gave El Torito a fucking sharpshooter. Oh my God! It is WrestleMania, and you gotta do something with.
And then the rear view came into effect.
Oh yeah, and then we just saw the rear view from Noemi right in Natalia's face. That ass. Smacking it in her face. But
the fucking ending of the match was...
Yeah, just a blind tag by Cesaro, and then...
Yeah, it was the Uso splash on the Big E, but then Cesaro tagged his foot and then threw him out.
Literally, didn't even do a move on him or like an uppercut. Just grabbed him and literally threw him out of the ring.
Yeah.
And then just covered for the win. The crowd was really into this.
If there was anything that was good in this match, it was the fact that Swiss Beats retained.
Yep, and Swiss Beats were really over in this match. The crowd wanted Swiss Beats to win from the beginning, and huge pop for when they retained the tag team titles. But
well, the WrestleMania crowd loves Cesaro.
Yeah, it was really bright WrestleMania. This was probably the only WrestleMania we've seen in a long time, because we weren't really there. Yeah, we weren't there back then when they had it at the Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. When it was daytime for the whole WrestleMania. There is literally, when this WrestleMania ended, the sun was still barely up. Like this pre-show match, the wrestlers were getting blind. That's how sunny it was. The sun was at its highest peak.
Yep.
Anyways, moving on to the second match in the pre-show, we have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, where we didn't see any entrances. It was basically all jobbed. Everyone came to the ring at the same fucking time.
Axelmania, first one gone.
Yep. And Axelmania was the first one, as we kind of predicted. I think everyone basically predicted, like, he'd be the first one out. Everyone fucking picked him up. I don't know why it took everybody to pick him up. He's not really that heavy, but whatever. And they just chucked him out of the ring, and then, Battle Royal commenced. And
there wasn't really any good spots, except for the fact that New Day tried to throw out the Big Show.
Yeah, Big Show. Since when do you ever see Big Show hang on?
Yeah. Big Show got thrown over the top rope
and he hung on. Like he was hanging on for dear life. That's a big 500-pound guy doing that. That's something you don't fucking see ever. And then he eliminated all 3 members
of the New Day while he was on the apron.
Yeah, while he wasn't in the ring yet, he eliminated all 3 of them one-handed, all one after the other. Insane.
Yep.
Ryback looked pretty good in this match too. He's really over. He's one of my picks. Until,
he tried to pick up Big Show.
Yeah, until Corporate Show knocked his ass out and threw him out of the ring. And then we were left with Big Show, or Corporate Show, sorry, and Mizdow and Miz, and holy crap, what happened? The crowd was waiting for it. We've all been waiting for months and months and months. Mizdow throws Miz over the top rope and is just left with those two. I can't believe the turn.
Miz was trying to tell him, like, you work for me, all this other crap, and Mizdow was like, nope. He turned around, he shook his head and threw him out.
If this is not the full-on turn on Miz, I don't know what else he has to do. Yep. Like, there needs to be something done, and I think this was it. So it's down to Big Show and Mizdow. It kind of looked like Mizdow was going to win for a while there, and like he almost had Big Show over the top rope.
Trying to pull him over the top rope.
It's crazy, but then Big Show literally just picked him up and threw him. And then Corporate Show is the winner of the Andre the Giant, well, maybe future Big Show Memorial Battle Royal name, since he said he was going to change it, but probably won't happen. But
Corporate Show getting it done for the corporate sellouts.
Yep. But moving on to the actual card. And it opened up with our prediction. We saw this too. The IC title match.
Yep. You got to start with that. Like the Money in the Bank. It's just the perfect thing to start with. Get everybody going. Get their blood flowing.
This was an epic match. This was a really good start to kick off of what was to be a really good WrestleMania.
It only ended up being a 7-man, not an 8.
Yep, only a 7-man. I mean, we all were waiting for Sheamus' entrance in the Battle Royal. Nothing. Then, like, when everyone made their entrance in the IC title match, we were all like, oh, we're Sheamus. And then we're like, oh, maybe he'll come out at the end. But, taking some spots from this match, I mean, one thing that stands out to me are the superplex off the Jeff Hardy ladder, which there was so much hang time on that superplex. Like, I counted probably 10 seconds before it hit the freaking ground.
Yeah.
Like, that was intense.
Our buddy and fucking No Cell Phil was like, why are they so far away from the title? They can't even grab it.
Like,
and then they ended up doing the suplex. And then, oh my god, the Ambrose bump. Holy shit.
Okay, so Luke Harper grabs Dean Ambrose from the ladder in powerbomb clutch, and then power bombs him out over the top rope onto the ladder, but the ladder snaps instantly. This is what was like the first spot that that something's gonna fucking happen. It's gonna be bad. And just the way Dean Ambrose landed, he landed so awkwardly on his neck because the ladder snapped in half, and all he had was ground impact.
Yeah.
It looked really bad.
He didn't hit on his shoulders. He hit right on the top of his head. It looked like doctors were there like instantly. Like he must have got a concussion or something.
Yeah,
it was bad.
There was some blood too behind his head. I mean, I really hope Dean Ambrose is not really hurt. I mean, this would kill the somewhat push he's getting right now.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad fall on his part.
Yeah, but moving on into the match, we had Bad News Bear looking like he's going to grab the title, and then Daniel Bryan getting up there, knocking his ass out. And then almost looked like Daniel Bryan's going to grab it, and then Dolph Ziggler runs like... I've never seen someone run up the ladder so fast and so clean.
Like, he ran like three of the steps at once.
Like, he didn't even botch, he didn't trip or anything. He cleanly climbed that ladder. That was intense. I mean, it's nothing we should be, like, over, like, reacting about. I'm just saying, like, I could never do that. No one can ever do that.
No.
But him and Daniel Bryan are, like, battling for each other, headbutting each other, like, a million times, and then our boy, D-Bra, wins the Intercontinental Championship. Holy crap. The crowd went ballistic. They marked out huge.
Bringing some prestige back to the mid-card titles.
Thank God. I mean, our prediction for that came true, and I really hope they stick with this and they have a proper feud for him, whether it be Sheamus if he returns anytime soon like he's supposed to.
We were hoping they did that with both titles. We'll see later on with the U.S. title if that happened.
But our boy D-Bra winning the IC title.
It's nice that Bryan was able to do something. I mean, he wasn't in the main event picture this year, but I mean...
That's 2 years now he's won the title.
Yeah, he's 3-0 in the last 2 WrestleManias.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, he's basically won 3 matches in 2 WrestleManias.
Yep.
He had 2 last year and then the win this year.
Big win for Daniel Bryan. Big way to get the crowd into this WrestleMania. Great ladder match.
Yep, good on him.
Yep.
Moving on to the next match, we had Randall Keith Orton against Seth Rollins, and we actually... As this match became closer and closer, we saw more and more potential. Like, we had more hype to this match, and it lived up to the hype.
Yeah,
I must say.
Yeah, this feud like actually turned into something that we thought would be enjoyable.
Yep.
This match was just fantastic match. Especially a match that didn't like mean anything. Like it wasn't for a title or wasn't for really
just
anything.
strictly one-on-one feud. Good guy against bad guy.
Orton was really over.
Yeah, Orton was extremely over. I mean, wearing his like classic 2004 trunks when he won the world title
and
for
his
the first
elbow
time.
pads.
Yep, his elbow pads.
It was like the Legend Killer all over.
There was a moment where we saw that he was going to be a punt.
Yep.
And we didn't see it. Seth Rollins had a moment where he was going to do. He successfully did the speeding splash, but Randy Orton rolled out of the way. But Rollins landed on his feet, so it's not like he crashed and burned. It was actually pretty cool what they did.
Norton hit him with an RKO, but he kicked out.
Yep, there's a lot of RKO attempts and failed RKO attempts.
Orton did kick out of one curb stomp.
Yep. Good battle back and forth, and then
the ending of this match was just epic.
It was insane. This was probably the craziest. If you guys haven't seen it or you missed it, please go rewatch. I'm going to be rewatching this finisher 100 times when it becomes available on YouTube. So Seth Rollins goes for the curb stomp, but Randy Orton is lifting his head. So Seth Rollins is thinking, okay, I'm going to go push up his head and do like a curb stomp from midair.
So he pushes off Orton's head.
And gets so much height. And on the way down, RKO out of fucking nowhere.
You want to talk about... and this is the best out of nowhere RKO we've ever seen.
Oh my god, this is probably the craziest RKO out of nowhere ever since I seen when he did it on Christian on SmackDown.
Off the second rope?
Yeah.
But I think this is even better.
This is better. This was way better. This was like so properly done and clean.
Like, both guys, credit to both of them for making it so clean. Like Rollins too. Like
exactly.
It was... It's just undescribable how unreal this move was.
You can't really put it to words. I mean, that made the match.
Yeah. And Orton won off of it, so
yep.
Gets over on Seth Rollins.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, they did bring up a good point, our buddies, about how Rollins really had nothing to lose, even if he lost, because he still has the Money in the Bank. He's still, he's still the future. Orton. If Orton would have lost this, he would have pretty much got buried and. I don't know. There wouldn't just been anywhere to go for him, but if Rollins losing, it kind of made sense.
Yep. And we'll later find out why this match was done so early.
Yeah.
So moving on to the Divas match, but we kind of didn't give Divas a chance on this one.
We were kind of ordering food and doing our awards and all that stuff.
Yeah. So we kind of just had it on mute and playing and. From what I could see, from what other people were kind of watching, it was just a generic Divas match. I can't really go into detail because I don't know really.
The only thing I knew what happened was AJ won with the Black Widow, making Nikki tap out. That was about it.
Yep. So again, I know they're trying to give Divas a chance, but if we had to add something to this, I mean, there was an update we did read online today that they are looking at pushing the Divas division even more. Starting tomorrow.
Well, it depends on what they consider pushing them. Like
I think it has something to do with what our buddy Taryn was saying. Charlotte. I think they're going to be bringing up some NXT divas and.
God, let them wrestle, man! Like stop giving them these fucking 2-minute matches.
I think we're going to see a good divas division push, and I'm excited to see this. That's all I could say. I mean,
I want to see a 5-10 minute diva match. Like
there used to be back in the day with Trish and Lita.
Jazz. We can't stress it enough with all the old OG divas, but it's just like. We need it again. Like, why can't the Divas do this? What they did back then,
Exactly. I think this is probably what they're gonna do. Is hopefully go back to that style of Divas wrestling.
Yeah, like basically what we said was, if they're not gonna give Divas a chance, we're not gonna give them a chance. So we're not gonna watch this shit. So
no, definitely not. But yeah, saying that, moving on. After that, they had the typical. Not typical, I guess. The Hall of Fame where everyone came out and waved to the crowd, kind of thing. Yeah. I mean, even though everyone knows who was in the Hall of Fame, what we didn't get out of this was why Kevin Nash
got his own entrance.
Wasn't Macho Man supposed to be the head guy?
Yeah.
Or at least made Connor the head guy. Like, why was Kevin Nash?
He was the last guy announced for the Hall of Fame,
and he had the middle spot. I don't understand. Or Ultimate Warrior, like he had the Ultimate Warrior award.
I don't know. Maybe if Warrior was alive, he would have been, the main event guy or I don't know, the top.
I think they should have just let Connor.
Yeah.
I mean, respect to that.
Picture of him on there.
I think they should have just let him be the main guy. I don't understand how losing quad Kevin Nash was the main guy in this. Whatever, you
Whatever,
know.
yeah.
They had their Hall of Fame send-off, and
then we had the Russian USA promo shit.
Yep. Good promo for the US title match, and then epic
entrance by
Rusev entrance. And we got to see our girl Lana return.
Yep.
Oh my. That
white dress with whatever the hell it was.
That fox leather.
Oh my
man.
god.
Woo! She is a fox.
The Russian soldiers with the Russian flag.
Yep. The tank too. Rusev coming in a fucking tank, which was kind of sick. Just that whole entrance was pretty cool. They had the Russian national anthem playing in the background.
Yep.
John Cena had. We were expecting, a new T-shirt since John Cena likes to debut a new T-shirt at WrestleMania, which he didn't.
He didn't even have any kind of special entrance.
He didn't even have a special entrance. He just had a generic, entrance he's had on Monday Night Raw. He didn't even speak into the camera. I noticed he didn't even talk into it.
Just pulled out his never give up towel,
and chucked it in the crowd. And then what he did do is he botched on his way in.
Yeah,
he knocked over his hat, and he got so mad he just chucked it. And he didn't do his little, song. Has to coordinate everything with the song thing with his hat. He
coordinated his shirt, but he botched the hats. You fail.
Yeah, you fail on that one. I mean, I don't know why they didn't give John Cena a special entrance. Why didn't
he
have American soldiers come in, or from the one side? Like, you had all the Russian stuff come in from the right. Why didn't you just have the American stuff come from the left? They could have just done something like that. I guess maybe they didn't. Maybe the budget wasn't good, or what.
I don't have no idea.
But anyways, moving on to this match. It was an alright match. I mean, it could have gone longer and some better spots. I was expecting maybe a little bit more, but just because, the caliber of John Cena matches we've seen the last couple of years, actually lost 5 years. This match was more like...
It's just the fact that Rusev can't really put on a match like John Cena can. Yeah. He's not going to be in there for more than 15 minutes.
I hope it's not just, they're slowly trending John Cena down more to, mid-card level, which... I mean, as much as I hate John Cena, he's better than that. He can still put on epic matches he did with The Rock a couple of years ago. But
Rusev kicking out of an AA to start the match.
Yeah, right away we had fucking John Cena give AA to Rusev, and Rusev kicks out. I mean, I think it was a little bit too early for them to try finishers on each other.
Yeah. I think the funniest part of the match was when he had the Rusev and the STF and Lana threw her fucking heels at him.
Yeah, Lana threw her fucking heels at John Cena to distract him from the STF.
But then we realized it made sense at the end.
Yeah.
But before that, Rusev applied the accolade on Cena and never give up.
Was the first one to kick out of the accolade and power out, and Rusev couldn't fucking believe it. He was just going nuts.
Yep.
And then. John Cena's about to finish it off, and then Lana comes up on the apron without her shoes, because this was what we were talking about. So he sees Rusev running towards him, dodges it, and Rusev knocks Lana way off the apron. She goes fucking flying.
Yep.
So that's why she couldn't have her heels on, or else that would have been bad. She could tore her ankle or something like that.
Yeah, it looks like she fell awkwardly. Maybe that was just for the spot, but I mean...
John Cena capitalizes it and then wins the U.S. title via AA. Holy shit. We now have 2 top superstars with the mid-card titles.
This is
finally.
What we need. This is
best for business. This is what we've been talking about in our podcast, guys, for the last couple of weeks. This needed to be done.
Yep, this is the first time we were all cheering for John Cena. They finally get it done, beat the undefeated Russian. He finally did it. Yeah,
Bruce's first pinfall loss on his record now. And it's to John Cena for the U.S. title. Now we got some prestige on both mid-card titles. Both minor titles have more prestige now, and I hope they continue this.
Yep, I like when superstars elevate titles, not titles elevating superstars.
Exactly. We were joking around too. Maybe what if Cena brings back the spinner title?
Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
That'd be epic. I mean, I forget who was saying it. They're saying they didn't want to see it. I'm like, why wouldn't you want to see that? That'd be epic as hell. That U.S. title spinner belt was sick. Yep. I know it got quote unquote destroyed by JBL, but a lot of stuff gets destroyed by WWE, and they always bring it back.
The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal trophy.
I thought that was destroyed. Their sister Abigail rose from the dead.
Oh my god! But the ending of the match, fucking Rusev was yelling at Lana while she was getting carried off by the doctors.
You wouldn't even walk over there, man.
Nope.
There's some heat. There's some storyline heat there.
Yeah.
I bet you they had a nice farewell sex right at the end.
Yeah,
right?
maybe Lana's going away again to do some more filming for that movie, or hopefully, porn.
Yeah. Are we gonna see that stupid lawyer then with Rusev?
Oh God.
God, that was horrible.
They're gonna take away his Russian Gold Star medal.
Yeah,
crap.
he's not allowed to have it anymore.
Our buddy Manny thinks that Rusev will be Vladimir Kozlov quality in a year.
Yeah,
We'll see.
Vladimir Kozlov 2.0.
Yeah.
We'll see. Now that he's lost, man, they can do whatever he wants with him. They can job him.
Bury the fuck out
They
of
can
him.
job him to Heath Slater for all he cares.
Leave it to John Cena to bury somebody.
Yep. Usually it'd be Triple H, but what the fuck is that?
I don't know, Triple H. We'll get there.
Yep.
But,
Holy shit, we just skipped over.
Yeah,
Speaking of Triple H, we did skip over that match.
tried
Guys.
to
I know
delete it from
you
my
guys are
memory.
trying to think like, oh, yo, they missed it. You know what? Let's talk about it right now. Sting against Triple H. Holy crap, this match was epic. This was more epic than we thought was going to happen because what fucking happened in this match was sick. I mean, both of them had pretty sick entrances. I mean, not a lot of people liked the Terminator entrance. I think that was fucking epic. I think that Terminator entrance was sick. I mean, the attire could have been better, but that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and then Sting with the Sting people with the
some
drums.
Japanese. I didn't really understand that. I think there's more into it that I'm not seeing. I'll have to research it. But Sting entrance was pretty cool. He's wearing his TNA jacket thing. That was kind of whatever. But typical starts in the match, like Sting trying to look strong and showing that he still got it. Epic match back and forth, and then we hear something that fucking just
Sting was about to hit
nuts.
the Scorpion
death drop.
Yep.
And fucking break it down, plays, and holy shit, D-Generation X
fucking runs to the ring.
X-Pac,
Billy Gunn,
X-Pac, Billy Gunn, and
Road
Dogg charged the ring. Oh my god, I couldn't believe it. We're like, holy shit, the X charging. That means, man, NWO has to come out. So, anyways, a little bit of shit goes on, and then the NWO comes out. Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash. Unfucking believable.
This wasn't. Oh
this
my
crowd
God.
was going fucking ballistic. I wish it was there. We were all marking out huge when they came out.
But we know what I don't understand about this. A month ago, they were all hugging each other in the ring for that Legends reunion crap on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah,
what the hell was that all about?
I don't know. And all of a sudden, they're just gonna feud with each other just because it's Sting and Triple H like battling each other. Like, what the fuck?
The NWO comes out, they beat the shit out of DX, and then DX fights back and whatever.
Yeah, DX fights back. With an interesting note, we had Billy Gunn charge at Kevin Nash, and Kevin Nash fucking tore his quad again for like the 100th time in his career.
He gets hit with one thing, and you see him grabbing his quad like,
oh boy, of course, he tears his fucking quad.
Fucking click, click, click every time he moves.
Anyways, the match.
Sting was about to hit him with the Scorpion Death.
And who do we see? Fucking Shawn Michaels joins in the match, gives him the fucking sweet chin music.
With his DX shirt on.
Oh my god, giving the DX chop. Man, this match was just fucking epic back and forth.
It was just nostalgia everywhere.
Yeah, it was just weird. Just mark out every 2 seconds. And then it came down to it was coming down to the weapons. We had the hammer against the baseball bat.
Oh my god. Sting uses the bat, breaks a sledgehammer
in half. I mean, it was really poorly done because you could clearly see it was done with an electronic saw. But whatever. The match continues on, and Triple H nails Sting in the head with half sledgehammer, and then wins.
Sting
what the
gets
fuck?
Buried.
Sting just got buried by the barrier.
In the 14-year whatever it was build-up of Sting making his WWE debut, and he loses in his first match.
Who the hell picked Triple H to win this match? There's going to be like the odd people out there that don't watch wrestling on a daily basis. Are like, oh yeah, it's going to be Triple H. And like,
I bet even Triple H fans wouldn't even pick Triple H for this match. Like
none of us picked Triple H.
Like we were saying, if there was a match that we would have like put like $1 million on to say it was a lock, would be Sting over Triple H.
That was just fucking nuts. I mean, if you were on Bulldog and you bet Triple H, you probably won a shit ton of money. I'm guessing Sting was fucking way over the top. Like, holy fuck, I can't believe Sting's first match in WWE, he loses to Triple H at WrestleMania out of anything.
I want to know how much they paid him to do that.
Yeah, that's just
like. This was just everybody was just completely shocked. It was like Undertaker streak broken.
I mean, nothing's gonna beat that, but that was still shocking. I was surprised. I couldn't believe it.
Sting loses. Like, oh my god.
What does Sting do from here? This is raising a lot of questions now. I mean,
they were only saying they were talking to him there. He said it was like going to be a one and done thing. Excuse me.
A little burp there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did say like, you know what, this could be my last match, but I mean, he also said like, if down the road they ask me to like come back, he'll say we'll talk. So I don't know, maybe he comes back next year's WrestleMania.
But does he have a rematch with Triple H again? Like,
or
who
does
fucking
he
knows?
face Taker?
Yeah.
I mean, Taker's set to be his farewell WrestleMania next year. So, who knows? I mean, I don't want to see Sting's. I mean, personally, it'll be cool to see both of them, but my opinion, I want to see Undertaker, John Cena.
You know what I've never seen as an Undertaker match at WrestleMania that hasn't been a one-on-one match. What about like a triple threat?
Oh yeah,
like they're Sting, Undertaker, and someone else in there. Like that'd be kind
of dope. Yeah.
Two of them have their last send-off match. You know, even add somebody else in there who's fucking send-off. Who knows? But
True. I mean that sounds good too. But we don't know what they're gonna do with Sting now.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll find out on Raw tomorrow.
Yeah,
maybe he'll be there and he'll explain. But Raw looks like so far it's gonna be fucking intense. I can't wait for Raw tomorrow.
Yeah, we expected the Sheamus return.
Yeah, but that looks like it's probably gonna be on Raw, or
yeah.
You know, it's not going to be on SmackDown.
No, well, nothing's going to be on SmackDown.
Everybody. SmackDown is nothing.
Everybody's got their flights booked for Tuesday morning, so nobody's going to get that shit.
I'd be surprised if half that stadium is filled.
Everybody from WrestleMania is going to be at Raw tomorrow, and then they're flying home Tuesday morning.
See ya. Peace. All Australian people are going to fly back.
Yeah. At the end of the match, Triple H and Sting shook hands in the middle of the ring with NWO and DX.
They shook hands and, you know, had a little bit of respect for each other. I mean, that was still sick. This match was intense. You had basically WCW against WWE.
Yeah.
This was like something like that hasn't been done since Survivor Series, which that wasn't even real WCW. Because we knew WCW was already bought by WWE. This was like original WCW against original WWE.
I think WCW should have won this, but whatever. Like, seeing Hall, Nash, and Hogan again was just unreal.
Just marked out. Just it brings out that kid inside you, right?
Yeah.
This so far is a jam-packed WrestleMania that's been unreal.
Yeah, just nostalgia everywhere.
To even add to that, moving on now to a segment that happened, we had Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
Just
we're like,
in the ring for
it's in the ring. I mean, like what? We're like, what the fuck is this? And they're talking about the attendance. Like, oh yeah.
This is the cool down bullshit.
Yeah, they're just talking about the attendance record. Oh, good for you guys. And then they started talking shit.
We own you guys, you know.
And like Triple H talking shit, Stephanie talking shit,
and then they have the buzzword about people.
Yep, the buzzword, and everyone's like, "Oh, is it gonna be?"
No
and then
way.
all of a sudden, it feels some fucking The Rock. I've never heard such a big pop for The Rock in a long fucking time. Oh my god!
It is in his home state of California.
This was insane when he came out. Man, The Rock looking fucking jacked as ever. This guy
ripped,
can go for full-on WWE runs if you want to. If you wasn't so deep into Hollywood, he could come back and have a full run.
This guy is ripped as shit.
But The Rock coming down to the ring, and doing his little thing in the ring, you know, doing his promo and running down Stephanie McMahon and Triple H thing, like, you don't own the people.
Oh, yeah, she told Triple H he left his nuts back in corporate Connecticut.
That was unreal. And then Stephanie McMahon basically telling The Rock to get out of my ring and all that stuff, and then slaps The Rock right across the face, saying, "What are you gonna do? You're not gonna hit a woman." And The Rock walks out of the ring and actually gets out. And I'm like, "Oh my god, he's actually gonna walk back to the back?"
And he walks to ringside.
Ringside, which a lot of people didn't. Well, if you didn't see earlier, who was at ringside?
Yeah, well,
the UFC star Ronda fucking Rousey.
The Rock just kind of gives her this look,
saying it's time, and then she hops the barricade, and as soon as she hopped, holy crap! The crowd got out, and the fucking stadium exploded.
We've got some of our goons are UFC guys too, so they were marking out huge. So.
Oh my god! How much did they pay Dana White to have her be in this segment? Because they start walking over towards the ring, then they get in the ring, and then The Rock says, "I may not be able to hit you, but I have a friend that's allowed to hit women." And then Ronda just gives that smirk smile.
Yep.
Then Stephanie tries saying, "Oh yeah, we're friends though, you know, the Horseman, yeah, blah 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 blah."
And then Ronda says, "Whatever ring I'm in is my ring."
Oh. I want her to be my wife. I would not care if she was my wife and she fucking kicked my ass.
Paige versus Ronda Rousey?
Oh man, I can't. You know I Paige over everyone. I can't take that. But anyways, it was a sick segment, and then we had Triple H jump in and like, you leave my wife out of this because the Rock made fun of Stephanie.
Yeah, he was like, "This is the last thing you're gonna say to my wife," and the Rock's like, "Yeah, this is the last thing you're gonna say," and he just started giving him the fucking chops,
and then fucking kicking Triple H's ass in the corner, and he Irish whipped Triple H to Ronda, and Ronda gave the biggest fucking arm drag I've ever seen. Like, oh my god. Triple H stole it really good, to be honest. I mean, he fucking was rolling around and then rolled out of the ring. I mean, but it was epic. Like, the crowd went nuts. I went nuts. We all went fucking nuts when we see
Ronda
that.
Rousey giving an arm drag.
And then fucking Seth McMahon there, and he fucking she puts Stephanie in this real arm hole. I mean, I don't think they can do the full arm mark. It's actually legit.
Yeah, that she would have
broke your that would have like snapped her arm in half.
Steph would have been done, man.
They did some kind of spot to make it look like it hurt,
and then she just kind of threw her out.
Yeah, threw out of the ring, and then The Rock does his "if you smell" thing, and then they end the segment. Holy fuck!
If I could see this as a mixed tag match, like next year's WrestleMania or something, this would just be unbelievable.
I think everyone would want to see that. Anyone would not hate that.
Ronda Rousey and The Rock
against Stephanie McMahon and Triple H.
Oh my god!
Insane. But this was one of those WrestleMania moments, just like last year with Stone Cold and
The Rock and Hogan.
This was this moment. And,
this was supposed to be the cool down segment.
But that wasn't cool down at all. This got me fucking out of my seat. This was nuts.
Like, if this WrestleMania didn't need any more nostalgia, it was just like, oh my god.
Kept putting it over the top. They kept raising the bar. And then following this, we had The Undertaker Wyatt, which, it's weird. I know I really hate saying this, but it was a cool down match.
Yeah. The entrances took fucking longer than the match.
I mean, Wyatt had a pretty sick entrances with all the stiff scarecrows and everything. He walked by, it rose from the dead, sort of, like, as he's the new face of fear. He's trying to be the new Undertaker.
And a little side note on that, we got a report earlier in the day that Bray Wyatt had sprained his ankle in his pre-match workout or something.
Yep.
Had to get carted off.
You kind of tell he was limping to the ring a little bit. He was favoring the one leg, and I'm guessing they just shot him with a bunch of adrenaline to fucking get him over it. Undertaker making his entrance, nothing special, but he was wearing his classic WrestleMania 20 gear, which was sick.
Look, he looked like biker Undertaker.
Yeah, he had his hair. He's growing out his hair. No more Mohawk Undertaker.
He looked in great shape. He had he didn't really have that big of a gut.
Oh my god, man! Undertaker looks phenomenal right now. I'm telling you, phenomenal. It looks like that cross training he's been doing lately has been actually helping. And he's growing his hair back out. There's no Mohawk Undertaker, but he looks better. He looks physically fit.
He looks like he did like 4 or 5 years ago. Like he looks better.
He looks younger. I mean, last year WrestleMania, you can tell like he was just in rough shape, and he just didn't look.
Got his ass kicked by Brock.
Yeah, and he got his ass kicked. He didn't have his face. No. You can tell his complexion. He looked broken.
Yeah.
But this year he got his shit together. Oh my god! Like this match was good. I loved it. I mean, it was only like 10 minutes, but Undertaker looked fucking good.
Yeah, he did his old school, which we haven't seen in a couple years.
Yeah, we haven't seen a clean old school in a while. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, chokeslam. Like Undertaker didn't like get like hurt in this match like he did last year. Like last year, you could tell he was like visibly physically hurt.
Yep, and there was no botches in any of the moves he did. They're all clean and they're all like he still got it. Even the crowd chant, he still got it. Like he can still go.
He got Sister Abigail too. Was clean.
Yeah, he got Sister Abigail, and I was kind of scared. I'm like, oh fuck, don't fucking hit your head hard. Like I don't want to see you get a concussion again.
And then the spot where Undertaker sits up while Wyatt's doing his spider walk thing.
Undertaker just lying there dead, and he's doing the spider walk, and everyone's like, oh fuck, it's over. And then Undertaker sits up, like that's an iconic moment right there. I can't wait to see the freeze frame of that. And the Undertaker gets up, gives a final tombstone to Bray Wyatt, and ends the match. You know what? Yep. I know this was a cool down match. I hate saying that was the cool down match, but this was epic. 10-minute match.
I didn't expect more than that from this. Like,
it's basically just an all respect match. Like respect Undertaker for still doing his thing when he's fucking like 50 years old.
Bray Wyatt putting him over.
Yeah, and he can still pull and still be physical at this age. It's beyond me. All the respect to the Undertaker.
Yeah, well, it pulls Bray Wyatt up. You know, he's facing the Undertaker WrestleMania still, so you're still going to be somebody important.
Yeah, and like my opinion is, I think they just didn't want it to go as long and make sure Undertaker doesn't get hurt because they're planning his farewell tour next year. I mean, with the Hall of Fame. I mean, it's not like for sure yet, but it only makes sense. I mean, I keep reading it's in talk right now. I mean, it does make sense. Put him in the Hall of Fame next year in his hometown, and then have it be his farewell WrestleMania match. You can't make this guy wrestle every year until he's like 80 years old. It can't happen. The body can only take so much, and this guy's had millions of surgeries on his shoulders and back and neck. So
he's been there for so long.
Respect. If that's his last WrestleMania, man, he's gonna get the biggest standing ovation ever.
Yeah.
And he should be the main guy next year for the Hall of Fame.
Oh, well, whatever Hall of Fame he gets in, he should be the main guy.
And we were all saying we hope it's Biker Taker next year.
Yes,
Like,
because
that'd be
he's
pretty
going
dope.
back in time every year.
Yep.
WrestleMania 20 Undertaker this year. Hopefully
Yep.
WrestleMania 19 or 18 next year.
That'd be kind of dope.
Yep.
But yeah,
So, that was the cool down match.
Yeah, that was. It's weird saying it. That was the cool down match.
Yep.
But moving on, we have the main event of the evening. We had Roman Reigns against Brock Lesnar.
Boo Roman. Hashtag Boo Roman.
Oh my God, he got such heat.
Some
Such
stupid
heat.
goon ran in front of him.
Some goon ran from him, and he literally like pushed him away and into the back to his seat. That was insane.
Yeah, they had about 7 security guards like coming down the steps with him who were getting into fights with like random fans.
Random crowd. Like there's a lot. This is how much heat there was for Roman Reigns there. It was nuts. And Brock Lesnar coming out and getting like the most biggest pop. Like, oh my God, he was so over. And then like his pyro was insane. He even had the ring pyro. Holy fuck, this match. Literally, this was like John Cena, Roman Reigns from SummerSlam 2.0.
Fucking suplexes everywhere.
Just-
An F5 like a minute into the match.
Yeah, F5 like a minute into the match. Like Roman Reigns just got his ass fucking whooped by Brock Lesnar. He got fucking killed.
But
There's like 12 suplexes and...
There were a couple spots though where I think they actually hurt each other because and there was some heat there because Reigns hit Lesnar pretty hard with
with a knee to the face,
knee.
and they zoomed in like slow mo. He actually smacked him in the head with a knee.
So then after that there was a spot where Brock Lesnar had like Roman Reigns' one leg caught on a rope and he like legit clotheslined him in the face right
This is
out
a
of the
real
ring.
clothesline. It's not like where the wrestler's already falling back when he's hitting a clothesline. They slowed it down.
It was a retaliation hit.
It looked like he was looking like he was punching him.
Yeah,
it was nuts, and like there was just
these are two physical guys, and I mean obviously with the adrenaline running, you know you're gonna be like, well, you're gonna hit me for real, fuck you, I'm gonna hit you for real.
yeah.
You know?
There's a lot of heat in this match.
Yeah, and then Roman Reigns throwing Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, and it just this spot kind of seemed weird to me. He threw Brock Lesnar into the post, but Brock Lesnar's head was so far off to the side he hit the corner turnbuckle and he got busted open. Oh
right
my
down
God!
the middle of his nose.
This wasn't no blade job. He got fucking crushed.
Like, he could have got a concussion from this man.
Like
He was bad.
I think it almost but if you guys watch it again, and I'm gonna slow mo watch it again, it looked like Brock Lesnar purposely hit his head into that. I'm like, why would you do that? I know you're trying to
I don't know.
draw blood to legitimize.
It seemed like
WWE.
Reigns kind of threw him into it though. Like
he
he wasn't that far away.
That too, he kind of look like he forced through him into the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
And Brock Lesnar got busted open. He got fucking
he was like Ric Flair blade job. You know what I mean? Like blood everywhere.
There was a lot of blood. Our boy fucking Mike Chioda had the gloves out.
Yeah, he was pulling the gloves out. You know.
Yeah, but he get back in the ring and Roman Reigns looks like he pulls off like 3 Superman punches.
Yeah, because Lesnar looks stunned. He's just like bleeding everywhere. Gets Superman punched into 3 different corners,
and then gets speared twice. And then like he goes for like the third. What is it? He went for the third one. There's an F5, and then Roman Reigns still fucking kicked out.
Yeah, Roman Reigns kicked out of 3 F5s.
Insane.
I think.
And then what we hear next,
they're both just laying there like dead.
and what we hear next fucking made us go absolutely fucking nuts. Seth Rollins' music hits and we're like, oh my god, he's catching it in.
now.
He's running to the ring with the briefcase. He catches it in. He pushes Roman Reigns out of the ring first. He's like, okay, I'm gonna do it on Brock Lesnar. Gives him the curb stomp.
Yep.
But oh my god, he doesn't even win off that.
But Brock Lesnar kicks out of the fucking curb stomp.
Oh my!
And we're like, oh my god, Rollins is gonna get a unsuccessful cash in.
Yeah, we're like, oh, it's over. It's gonna be like Reigns. We were like last minute deciding. We're like, oh my god, it's gonna be Lesnar. It's gonna be Reigns, and then
Rollins setting up for another curb stomp. He's going for it, and fucking Lesnar just jumps up out of nowhere. He's ready to give him an F5.
And then fucking Roman Reigns spears Brock Lesnar
while he has fucking Rollins on top of him.
So like, so Lesnar rolls out of the ring, but then like as Roman Reigns is turning on the ground, he gets fucking curb stomped, and then fucking Rollins wins the title.
Oh
Holy shit!
No way in hell.
I did not see this coming at all. Oh my fucking god. He won. They successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank title match at WrestleMania
During the match.
During the match, not after the match. During the match, and won the title.
I didn't even know you could cash in during the match.
I didn't know either. Like that's. I mean, it says in the contract you can cash in at any time. So like that's any time.
Is this
right?
the first time it's been cashed in during a match? Because
yes, this is the first time it was during the match.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody actually cash in during the match. That's where everyone was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
And at WrestleMania, first time at WrestleMania, it was cashed in.
Yeah.
Like, holy fuck!
Like if you want to make an epic moment to end WrestleMania,
If this doesn't solidify that Seth Rollins is the future of the WWE, then I don't know what does solidify as a future. Like this is fucking epic. Who knows what's gonna happen now? I have no idea what the fuck is gonna happen.
It made sense the fact that Brock Lesnar for him not to lose, lose the title.
Yeah, he just lost. He didn't get pinned. He didn't lose. He did not lose the title. It was basically triple threat rules.
Yeah, and I mean, ironic, Seth Rollins beating his former Shield brother and.
Yep.
And Roman Reigns, sorry bud, Royal Rumble winner, and fucking second straight year Royal Rumble winner doesn't win.
He looked. I mean, our one buddy was talking about it. He looked good before the Royal Rumble. He was so over, and it almost looked like even before that the crowd's like, yes, he's gonna go to the Royal Rumble, and he's gonna win it, and he's gonna win the title. But as soon as he got booed at Royal Rumble, that turned Vince's head right around and just fucked up all the plans they had for him. Guarantee that's what happened.
And especially the Brock Lesnar contract renewal.
Yeah, and you know what? I think it's a good thing that happened because this was fucking insane. As much as that ending didn't go, like I picked Lesnar for a retain, that was fucking amazing. I loved it.
I mean, it wouldn't have gone over well for Reigns to get over there. It would have just been not good.
And we were all thinking, we're like, fuck, if Roman Reigns wins, he's gonna get. This is gonna be a riot at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But the crowd absolutely loved that Rollins won the title.
And Rollins wins the title and just fucking runs right out of the ring and runs to the stage.
Yep, and has like the biggest pyro ever. I think that really sent the crowd home happy. Everyone's going to be happy. There's not going to be an unhappy fan in that building.
What we said on the prediction, hopefully we can have a happy review. And I mean, this went way and beyond what we expected.
Yep. I predicted 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 stars. I'm giving it 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I don't give 10 out of 10 WrestleManias.
This might be top 3 Manias of all time.
This has to be one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time. As soon as this becomes available on Blu-ray, I'm ordering this shit. This is something I have to have in my collection.
Yeah, this is one that you can go back and watch again and again and again.
Just like WrestleMania. Like my last one was 25. 25 was the last really good WrestleMania that I think. Yeah. Or even 28. I mean, 28 was pretty epic. Like the once in a lifetime match, the Hell in the Cell match, the Shield's first WrestleMania match. You had the world title losing in 2 seconds. I mean, that WrestleMania was insane. And Chris Jericho against CM Punk was a great match too in that one. I mean, WrestleMania 28 can go down as like a 9.5 or 9 out of 10 star WrestleMania. But
everything just went together. Like the whole Rollins losing to Orton thing made sense. Because, it didn't fucking matter a one-on-one match. Like, who gives a shit? He cashed in at the end anyway, so it didn't matter for him to lose that match.
Man, this WrestleMania went 150,000 times better than what we predicted since back in January. Where, we had no idea what the fuck they were going to do. Yeah. Everything was such in the air. We're like, we were saying back then, like, oh my god, WWE, you better get your shit straight soon.
Yeah, the next 2 months, you better fucking figure something out.
They did such an amazing job.
This was best for business, besides all the corporate people winning.
Yeah, all the feuds, all made sense. Everything just fit into this WrestleMania. There wasn't a bad...
And the surprise segment.
I could say the tag team match was horrible, but that was even alright.
Well, like we were saying, like the worst match was Bray Wyatt Undertaker. And it's good WrestleMania when the Undertaker match is the worst match.
And it was called a cool down match. How does Undertaker have a cool down match?
And it wasn't even that bad of a match. It was just every other match was just better.
Like in a way it was cool down, but then in another way it was awesome to watch that and to see Undertaker still good, still able to wrestle, and just it sucked because he's not gonna be there forever. But it's not at the time. It's not the same WrestleMania without the Undertaker.
No. Just so many nostalgic moments, like so many just like moments that just got you out of your seat. Like everybody was just completely shocked on like multiple occasions during this WrestleMania. It was just a great event.
This whole card was insane. This was probably, my voice is still hurting right now.
Two thumbs up WWE. They came through this year.
2 thumbs up. We're not going to go down like Batista. No. These thumbs are going to stay up and locked in.
Yeah, I mean, people have been questioning the product as of late, but
they did such a good job. They they could have went over the top and made it like 12 out of 10 stars if they added an NXT match to this card.
Or the Divas match being a title match or something.
Yep. If that was Fatal 4-Way, this would have put me... I would have put it 11 out of 10 stars. And probably would have ranked it the number 1 WrestleMania of all time.
Yeah. So where do we go from here for tomorrow?
I mean, this is nuts. I mean, we have Raw tomorrow after WrestleMania.
Which is always an epic Raw.
Yeah.
Which is probably like the best Raw of the year.
There's always surprise entrances. There's always epic matches. There's always a title change. There's always been a title change on the Raw after WrestleMania.
Oh my god, I'm hoping Daniel Bryan and John Cena don't lose
their titles. I'm hoping it's the fucking Divas title. I'm really... do it again, please.
Like Paige or AJ, just take it, please.
Yeah, or the tag titles. I mean, I wouldn't mind if Cesaro wins. I mean, I don't want them to lose the title, but whatever. If they lose it, they lose it.
But it's better than the other titles.
I mean, maybe we'll see the world title change hands. Who knows? Like,
oh my god. Yeah, Brock Lesnar has to use his rematch clause at some point.
Yeah. So,
and we expect a Sheamus return tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe a Sting segment. Figure out what the fuck's going on with him.
Maybe we won't see a title change. Maybe it'll just be... It'll be so packed with exciting shit they won't need to do it.
Yeah, we figure out what the fuck's going on with Randy Orton now. Like, does he ask Seth Rollins for a title match now? Like,
exactly. Like,
I mean, I would like to see that Orton versus Rollins again.
That'd be dope. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe a triple threat with Lesnar in there. I mean,
but this is crazy. Every member of the Authority, except for Kane, really.
Corporate Kane. One of them was going to lose in the Battle Royal. There was 2 of them. So
every corporate person on the Authority won at WrestleMania. We had Big Show for the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal. We had Triple H over Sting.
Yep. Seth Rollins lost to Orton, but he won at the end.
Yeah, exactly. So kind of like, cancel
that counts as... No, it doesn't cancel itself out. That counts as a win for him.
A big win.
Fucking
Huge
wins
win.
the title.
Wins the WWE World Heavyweight title.
In the main event of WrestleMania.
Fashion.
Against Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. Like,
unfucking believable. Just this whole WrestleMania was epic, guys.
Hopefully this year, they can... I don't know how the hell they can improve on this year.
Oh my god. This next year is going to be interesting to see. I mean, this is probably the most exciting time in wrestling since, like, the Ruthless Aggression era.
Like where do they go from this? Like, do they have Rollins versus Reigns versus Ambrose? I don't think Ambrose can get in there,
but this is good. I'm loving the product right now. This is great, and that will lead us to more stuff to talk about and more podcasts to come, guys. But fortunately, we're gonna have to wrap this up here on a great WrestleMania, guys.
Absolutely.
Tune into Monday Night Raw. It should be an epic one. I'll decide maybe if I'll do a Raw review podcast. We'll see. But other than that, guys, I am your host, Kyle Masters, as always, and this is my co-host, Corporate Cappy.
Best for business.
Best for business, boys, and this is the No Holds Barred Wrestling Radio Podcast, where we talk about anything WWE and no holds barred on what we say, and that's it.